Good morning, good evening, wherever you are, wherever it is, where you at. This is your trusted Houston Realtor, Kareem Lewis, aka Sergeant Sales, and I'm back again just with a little message that popped up in my head just from some journeys this weekend, right? And if I was to give this a title, I would say it'll be Material Rich, Life Poor. As I'm driving through some of these neighborhoods, right? And even in the neighborhood that I live in, right? It's a brand new home community. I've been here for about 2 years, and I see a lot of realtor signs, for sale signs, right? And part of me will say, man, I'm glad realtors, my fellow realtors is winning, right? Business is going, and, it gives you motivation to say, all right, let me go out there, let me get me another listing and help out another homeowner, right? But the thought process is, when you think about somebody moving, and especially in an area where it's brand new and they're moving already, you try to think and say, man, I hope, maybe it was a job promotion, or maybe, sometimes life be life and you got to make a move because, maybe you got to take care of a parent or a loved one or a child, or help out with your grandkids, something like that. So sometimes these things happen. Sadly, we know divorces happen, right? Life be life, and sometimes that happens too. But the sad part is a lot of these for sale signs, especially with new homes, or even just pre-owned homes that you see, especially when someone haven't been in there for a while, is because the fact reality hit, right? If you remember from some of my videos before, when I talked about the pros and cons of new homes, right? Or just buying homes in particular. With a new home, you buy a home and you look at your taxes are based on the land before the building. Then after about 2 years, or whenever the tax assessor time period comes up and they assess the home, now you're getting taxed not only from the land, but from the value of the home. So your taxes is gonna shoot up real quick, which of course makes your mortgage shoot up, which of course now, if you haven't planned for it, it's gonna catch you by surprise, and many gotta move, right? And that's why I said material rich, life poor. Anytime you buy a home, you wanna think about all your budgets, right? And you wanna look at everything. Don't get too caught up with the heartstrings, and that's why it's so important to have a trusted realtor, rather it's me, rather it's whoever. Please do not go and purchase a home by yourself. Why? Because when you're looking for a home, you're thinking about that dream home for the ladies, those that used to play with Barbie dolls and, Ken, and you had that dream of my dream home, the white picket fence and all this stuff. Your heart gonna be in it. So when you're looking for a home, you're looking for the big kitchen and the big bedroom and the shiny this and the tall ceilings and, all that grand stuff. But at the end of the day, it's about the bread. And I would say, if you got your husband or, whoever is mainly purchasing the home, paying for the home, they're going to do whatever it takes to make the other spouse or person happy. So they might look at it and be like, man, I don't know, but they're going to make it happen, right? And this is what makes you life poor. Anytime you buy something, if it's a blessing to you, it should never hinder your life. And what I mean by this is, if you think back when you was younger, right? Or those that's young now, and you brought that foreign, right? You wanted that Mercedes, you wanted that Jaguar, you wanted that big body Benz or whatever you got, right? But when you started paying that note, right? Now you see, man, yeah, I got this lovely car, but man, I got to get the premium gas. And every time I take it for maintenance, I got to get all these, I got to take it to the dealership. It's costing too much. And it straps you for cash. And you realize that. And it's the same thing with a home. You should always plan for not only the cost of today, but the cost of tomorrow. So it don't leave you where now you got a home and the only thing you can do is just stay home and you can't go out, you can't enjoy, you can't take trips, you can't take vacations. Speaking of vacations, remember I got that sweepstakes going on. So if y'all ain't go ahead, check out my other video about that so you can get you a vacation, right? But on other news, listen, get you a realtor. You're about to buy a home. Even if you're about to rent a home or rent an apartment, right? Get you a trusted realtor that's going to look out for your best interest so you can still enjoy life after you get the spot that you're trying to get. So again, I'm Kareem Lewis, your trusted Houston realtor. If you're in the Houston metro area, guess what? I'm the guy to call to help you out to get your new home. You're buying, you're selling, you're renting, hit me up. If you're trying to look for an apartments, rather it's in Houston, rather it's in Austin, rather it's in San Antonio or the Dallas-Fort Worth area, guess what? I'm apartment locator. I got the specials, I got the deals to make it real for you. So listen, this is again Kareem Lewis signing out. God bless you all. Into the next video.